Let's take a look at job offer negotiation strategies that will get you top dollar without rocking the boat so hard that the company wants to just throw you off. Because studies have shown that only 30% of candidates are actually negotiating their compensation package. That means 7 out of every 10 people out there is just taking whatever they're given. Ladies, I'm speaking specifically to you. If we want to do more to close that gender pay gap, it is absolutely essential that you advocate for yourself and that you negotiate. Yes, these conversations are a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit unpleasant. So what? The best way to get more money is to simply ask for it. Over the course of a 30 to 40 year career, if you're not advocating for yourself and negotiating your compensation at every new job, you are literally leaving tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. Never accept we don't negotiate. Never accept that's just what we pay. Even in situations where base salary can't be moved, there are other things you can negotiate that will benefit you. There has only been one instance ever in 20 years where we pulled a job offer from somebody because they were negotiating too hard. The first thing to keep in mind about negotiating compensation is you need to be educated, you need to have the facts, and you need to work from facts, not from feelings. Put the time into doing the research to understand the correct market rate salaries for your particular job in your particular geographical area. Somebody in San Francisco, California will be paid more for the same work than somebody in Houston, Texas. It's just the way the market goes. Salary.com has some very good, very reliable compensation data. Take a look at the bell curve. You'll notice right at the top of the bell curve, that's the 50th percentile. That's the median. You want to try to fall between there and the 75th percentile. You don't want to be on the backside of that bell curve. Probably the most important tip I can give you when it comes to negotiating compensation is to go into the recruitment process with expectations set. Very clear and upfront with the recruiter that you're speaking with what your expectations are, and ask them very clearly and specifically what the company's compensation range is. What I would say is, I am targeting positions at a minimum base salary of $75,000 plus bonus. Does this meet with your company's compensation strategy? Never give them a range. Never say, I'm looking for 65 to 75. When candidates state a range, the company only hears the bottom of it and the candidate only hears the top. You should always state the specific number, 75,000. Your minimum acceptable number plus a little extra wiggle room. Going into the recruitment process with expectations set is going to help lessen the risk of a wacky compensation package being offered for both parties. Everything is negotiable. I don't care what anybody says. When a company extends you an offer, it's like a marriage proposal. Recruitment is time-consuming and expensive. They don't want to keep doing it. But it's important that you come at a negotiation from the mindset of, hey, we're both on the same team here. Just like any other sports team, everybody's got their own position to play. But as long as your mindset is hiring manager, HR, compensation, and I are all on the same team, now we just got to figure out how to put the ball in the net, it will go much smoother. Don't get into it with a confrontational attitude. Alright, so let's take a look at some situational examples. Example number 1, you've been extended a lowball offer. You've been transparent and upfront with your salary expectations from the beginning. Maybe you're not working at the moment and they think they can get you cheap. Maybe they're just jerks. The first question you have to ask yourself is, do I want to try to negotiate with this company? Or is this giving me a bad feeling that this is not going to be a good place to work? If you do decide to try to negotiate more, here's how to go about it. Express gratitude for the offer. Always express gratitude, even if it's a crap offer. Confirm that they understood your salary expectations, express a sincere desire to accept the role, but reiterate to them what your minimum expectation was. Also refresh them on the skills, knowledge, and experience you bring to the position. Make sure you make it known, even if it's not necessarily true, that you have other opportunities that you are considering. If they tell you that the base salary isn't negotiable, look for other opportunities to help close the gap between what they've offered and what your expectation is. That could come in the form of a sign-on bonus, additional vacation, vacation, additional work from home days. I think back to my own career. I had a situation where the company came in about $10,000 light and said, "We're sorry, but that's all we can do. If you can't accept that, we're going to have to move on." In the course of negotiating with them, I was able to get an extra week of vacation time and 2 extra work from home days. Not bad. Lowball offers are often a sign of a company that lacks integrity and is trying to pull a fast one on you, so be prepared to walk away if they're just totally immovable. Situation number 2, the salary is market rate, but it still falls slightly below your expectations. This happened to me when I was negotiating my own compensation package when I worked for Pfizer. They came in with a number that was definitely market rate for the position. I was already making a little bit more. How did we come to an agreement that made everybody happy? Here's the steps. Express gratitude for the offer. Always express gratitude for the offer and express that you have a sincere desire to find a way to accept it. Go into it, again, with that mindset that we're both on the same team. The best way to get them to up the offer is to simply ask them to up the offer. If you don't ask, you'll never know. I asked, can we do a little better? They came up a little bit on the salary, but that still wasn't good enough, so I asked, could we tack on a small sign-on bonus? And so after some back and forth, yes, they were able to add a small sign-on bonus. Now you're thinking, why would a company just hand you money for accepting a job with them? It actually gives them leverage over you. Anytime you get a sign-on bonus, you will sign a document that says, if I leave in less than a year, I'm going to repay this. If the sign-on bonus isn't doable, ask for ancillary benefits. When you get to that point where the company just doesn't have any more gas in the tank to give you additional money, there's still an endless number of things that you can negotiate with them on to help cushion that blow and make it right. The famous hockey player Wayne Gretzky was 100% right when he said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So just ask. You'd be surprised what a company is willing to do when they really want to bring somebody on board. If you want some advice on how to go about asking your boss for a raise, check out this video over here. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, ring the bell, enjoy the rest of your job searching day. Bye for now.